for billions of years. Every intelligent civilization accepted one rule: never question the limits of reality. Never exceed the speed of light. Never touch the fabric of space. Never search beyond the edge of existence. Every species obeyed. Humanity didn't. When our scientists discovered that the laws of physics weren't natural, but artificial locks, everything changed. The universe wasn't protecting us. It was containing us. The moment humanity tried to unlock the first barrier, every star in the galaxy dimmed for exactly 1 second. Ancient civilizations immediately recognized the warning. They shut down their observatories, destroyed their research, and begged humanity to stop. We refused. Because humans have never looked at a locked door without wondering, what's on the other side? For nearly 400 years, humanity believed the speed of light was absolute. Every equation agreed. Every experiment confirmed it. Every civilization in the galaxy accepted it without question. To them, the laws of physics were sacred. They were not debated. They were obeyed. Then, a young physicist named Dr. Elena Carter noticed something impossible. During an experiment near the edge of interstellar space, light didn't slow down. It hesitated, only for a fraction of a nanosecond, too small for anyone else to notice, but enough to leave behind a mathematical fingerprint. Elena repeated the experiment again and again. The hesitation never disappeared. It always happened at the exact same point, as if reality itself paused before allowing light to continue. When she published her findings, most scientists dismissed them as measurement errors. But one message arrived from an unknown source. It contained only 8 words. Stop asking questions the universe forbids. No sender. No coordinates. No explanation. Just silence. The warning should have frightened her. Instead, it convinced her she had found something real. Within weeks, the research expanded. Mathematical models revealed a terrifying possibility. The speed of light wasn't a natural limit. It looked like a programmed boundary, a safety lock built directly into reality. Far away, hidden among the oldest stars, ancient alien observers intercepted humanity's research. One elder quietly closed his eyes, then whispered the words. No civilization had spoken for millions of years. They have found the first lock. The warning spread through the galaxy, faster than light, not because ships carried it, because fear did. Every ancient civilization recognized the same mathematical pattern humanity had discovered. They called it the first lock, a secret so dangerous its existence had been erased from almost every archive. Dr. Elena Carter refused to stop. If someone hid this truth, they had a reason. But hiding knowledge has never stopped humanity before. The Galactic Archive finally responded. For the first time in 12 million years, its gates opened inside. Human scientists found records older than most stars. Discover aucun observatoire sans tir libre. Deliberately destroyed. At the center stood a crystal monument. One sentence remained untouched. We opened the first lock. And reality answered. Elena quietly asked, who wrote this? An elderly alien guardian lowered his head. They called themselves the Ethori. They were the most advanced civilization that ever existed. A holographic recording suddenly activated. A magnificent civilization appeared. Their technology bent gravity. They crossed galaxies in minutes. They believed nothing in the universe was impossible then. They discovered the first lock. Like humanity, they thought it was only another scientific mystery. They were wrong. The moment they broke it, every star in their galaxy dimmed. The fabric of space cracked, not permanently, just enough for something on the other side to notice them. The recording ended abruptly. No battle. No explosion. Only silence. Elena looked at the alien guardian. What happened to them? The old guardian answered with trembling hands. We don't know. They didn't leave. They didn't die. They simply stopped existing. Silence filled the archive. Then Earth's quantum observatory interrupted with an emergency transmission. Dr. Carter, the first lock is beginning to open across the galaxy. Every ancient civilization realized the same terrifying truth. History was about to repeat itself. The warning came too late. Deep beneath Earth's quantum research complex, Dr. Elena Carter stared at the impossible readings. The equations no longer behaved normally. Numbers that had remained constant since the birth of the universe were changing. Very slowly, but undeniably, the speed of light had increased. Not by much, only a fraction. Yet every physicist in the room understood the impossible truth. The universe's oldest law had just moved across the galaxy. Ancient observatories activated automatically. Civilizations that had remained silent for millions of years suddenly awakened emergency networks. One message echoed through every known star system. The first lock has been breached. Panic spread instantly, not because anyone understood what had happened, but because their ancestors had spent millions of years preparing for exactly this moment on Earth. Celebration filled the laboratory. Scientists applauded. Some laughed, others cried. Humanity had achieved what every civilization believed impossible. They had broken the universe's first limit. Dr. Elena didn't celebrate. She noticed something no one else had. Every clock inside the laboratory was running at a slightly different speed. One clock gained a second, another lost to time itself, had become unstable. Then, the stars disappeared. Not forever. Only for one heartbeat. The entire universe went completely dark. Silence consumed existence. When the light returned, every telescope on Earth detected the same object. It hadn't flown into the galaxy. It hadn't emerged from hyperspace. It had simply appeared. A colossal black sphere, perfectly smooth, perfectly silent, larger than entire solar systems. No heat, no radiation, no movement. Only one impossible signal repeated across every frequency. Unauthorized access detected. Reality security protocol activated. Dr. Elena's face turned pale. She whispered, "So, the universe was protecting itself." The black sphere slowly turned toward Earth. And for the first time, humanity realized they had never been alone. The black sphere remained perfectly still. It didn't attack. It didn't communicate. It simply watched. Every telescope, every military satellite, every scientific observatory locked onto the same impossible object. Its surface reflected nothing. Not stars. Not light. Not even darkness. It was as if the universe itself refused to describe it. Across the galaxy, ancient civilizations reacted immediately. Entire planetary defense systems shut down. War fleets powered off their weapons. Governments declared universal silence. Human commanders were stunned. Why aren't they preparing to fight? An elderly alien ambassador answered with visible fear. You do not fight a guardian. Dr. Elena frowned. Guardian of what? The ambassador slowly looked toward the enormous sphere. The laws that hold reality together. Suddenly, the surface of the black sphere shifted. A single glowing blue eye opened. Not mechanical. Not biological. Something older than both. It looked directly at Earth. Every screen, every radio, every hologram displayed the same message. Reality breach confirmed. Source of anomaly identified. Species human. Silence filled every control room. Humanity wasn't being attacked. It was being judged. Dr. Elena stepped toward the main transmitter. Against every order, she opened a communication channel. This is Dr. Elena Carter of Earth. We did not intend to damage reality. We only wanted to understand it. Several alien leaders covered their faces. No civilization had ever spoken directly to a guardian. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then the blue eye blinked. For the first time, the guardian answered. Its voice echoed through every star system. Curiosity is not your crime. Breaking the first lock was expected. Dr. Elena's heart stopped. Expected? The Guardian's eye burned brighter. Because humanity was never meant to obey the locks. Every civilization in the galaxy froze. If humanity had been expected, then perhaps the universe had been waiting for them from the very beginning. The Guardian's words echoed across the galaxy. Humanity was never meant to obey the locks. Silence followed. Even the oldest civilizations could not understand what they had just heard. For 12 million years, they believed the locks existed to protect reality from every intelligent species. Now, the Guardian was saying something entirely different. Dr. Elena Carter slowly stepped forward. If the locks weren't made for us, then who were they made for? The Guardian raised one luminous hand. The darkness around it transformed into living history. Billions of years unfolded before everyone's eyes. Galaxies formed, stars ignited, life appeared. Then, the first intelligent civilization discovered the first lock. They tried to force it open. Reality rejected them. Another civilization tried. They vanished. Thousands more followed. Every one of them failed. The Guardian looked directly at Elena. They sought power. They sought immortality. They sought dominion. They never sought understanding. A golden image of humanity appeared beside the ancient civilizations. Humans looked different. Primitive, curious, always asking questions. Always taking apart machines. Just to see how they worked, the Guardian continued. Every lock measures intention before intelligence. Curiosity opens doors. Greed destroys them. The Galactic Council finally understood. Humanity hadn't broken the first lock. Because they were the smartest, they had broken it. Because they were the first civilization to seek truth instead of control. Suddenly, a violent tremor shook the stars. The Guardian looked toward the edge of the universe. Its expression changed for the first time. Concern. A second message appeared across every world. Second lock destabilizing. Unauthorized entity detected. Dr. Elena looked up. You mean we're not the only ones trying to open reality? The Guardian answered with one chilling sentence. No, the ones imprisoned beyond the locks have finally found a way back. The stars trembled, not from an explosion, not from war, but from something trying to enter reality. Across every observatory, scientists watched the second lock fracture. The glowing barrier that had remained sealed for billions of years was breaking apart, slowly, relentlessly. The Guardian closed its luminous eye. I feared this day would come. Dr. Elena Carter looked toward the widening crack. What is beyond the locks? The Guardian remained silent. Then, a hologram appeared. It showed the birth of the universe. Before galaxies, before time, before matter itself, there had been another civilization. They mastered reality. They rewrote physics, eventually. They attempted to control existence itself. Their knowledge became so powerful that reality could no longer contain it, so the universe created the locks, not to imprison innocent beings, but to imprison those who believed they should rule existence. The fracture widened. From within, a colossal shadow emerged. It wasn't a ship. It wasn't a creature. Its body shifted like living space itself. Every star behind it disappeared. Its voice echoed across the galaxy. At last, the prison weakens. Entire alien fleets immediately retreated. Ancient civilizations shut down their jump gates. Even the Guardian took one step forward. Not in fear, in preparation. The shadow slowly looked toward Earth, then toward Dr. Elena. It smiled. You are the ones who opened the door. Elena shook her head. We never wanted this. The entity laughed. You didn't, but curiosity was always the key. The Guardian raised its hand. A brilliant wall of blue light formed before Earth. Then it spoke the words no Guardian had ever spoken in billions of years. Humanity, I can no longer protect reality alone. Now I need your help. The fate of the universe was no longer in the hands of the oldest guardian. It now rested in the hands of humanity. The guardian's request echoed across every star system. Humanity, I need your help. Silence followed. For billions of years, every civilization had depended on the guardians. Now, a guardian was asking humans to defend reality itself. Dr. Elena Carter looked toward the growing fracture. Beyond it, the imprisoned entity continued to emerge every second. Its presence distorted space. Stars bent unnaturally. Time became unstable. Entire constellations flickered like failing lights. The Galactic Council immediately ordered a full retreat. No fleet can survive this. Protect your own worlds, one by one. Ancient civilizations withdrew, not because they were cowards, because they believed the battle had already been lost. Only humanity remained. Captain Marcus Halley turned toward his crew. We've spent our entire history running toward impossible problems. I don't think today should be any different. One by one, human ships moved forward. Not with the largest weapons, not with the strongest armor, but with absolute determination. The Guardian watched silently. Then spoke. This is why the Locks accepted you. You protect, even when victory is uncertain. The imprisoned entity laughed. You still believe courage matters. I have erased civilizations older than your stars. Dr. Elena calmly answered. Maybe, but every civilization you defeated stood alone. She looked toward the human fleet. We never do. At that moment, every human ship synchronized its quantum reactors, not to attack, but to power the Guardian's ancient shield. Golden streams of energy flowed from thousands of human vessels. The Guardian's fading light blazed brighter than ever before. For the first time in billions of years, it smiled then. The fractured universe began to heal, but the imprisoned entity was only beginning to reveal its true form. The final lock began to awaken. Its light spread across the galaxy. Not with destruction, but with possibility. The imprisoned entity gathered what remained of its strength. You cannot stop me. The final lock belongs to whoever possesses the greatest power. The Guardian slowly shook its head. No, it belongs to whoever refuses to misuse it. Dr. Elena Carter looked toward the glowing gateway. Beyond it, she could see countless universes, entire realities waiting to be shaped. Every answer humanity had ever searched for was only one step away. The Guardian quietly spoke. You may enter. You may rewrite every law of physics. You may erase suffering. You may become the rulers of reality. The entire human fleet fell silent. Every civilization watched Earth's decision. Captain Marcus Halley finally spoke. We've spent our history learning from the universe, not trying to own it. Elena smiled. Knowledge should guide civilization, not place it above everyone else. She slowly stepped toward the final lock. Instead of opening it, she gently sealed it. Golden light spread through every galaxy. The fractures in reality disappeared. The imprisoned entity faded into silence. Not destroyed. Simply unable to return. The Guardian looked at humanity with quiet pride. For billions of years, I searched for a civilization worthy to protect reality. I never searched for the strongest. I searched for those who would choose responsibility over unlimited power. One by one, the ancient guardians hidden across the universe awakened. They bowed, not to an empire, not to a king, but to humanity. Across the galaxy, the oldest law was rewritten, not by force, but by trust. From that day forward, the universe no longer feared human curiosity. It depended on it, because humanity had proven that the greatest discovery was never opening every door. It was knowing which doors should remain closed. TGN, Final Voice CTA. Asterisk curiosity made humanity extraordinary. Wisdom made humanity worthy. If you enjoyed this HFY adventure, subscribe to Irongeist HFY, leave a like, and tell us in the comments, If you had the power to rewrite reality, would you use it or protect it? Until next time, keep looking beyond the impossible.